What if I told you that right now, at this very second, there is a version of you that has already broken through every wall, silenced every doubt, and built a life so full of meaning that getting out of bed every morning feels like a privilege? What if that version of you isn't some distant fantasy, but the truest, most authentic expression of who you already are, buried just beneath the weight of excuses, fear, and the noise of a world that never taught you the rules of the only game that actually matters? You've been playing the wrong game. And today, that changes. Most of us were raised to chase the outside world. The job title. The number in the bank account. The applause from people who won't even remember your name in 10 years. We were told that getting things would make us feel complete. But here's the brutal truth no one prepared you for: you can win every prize the world has to offer and still lie awake at 3 in the morning feeling utterly, devastatingly empty. Success without fulfillment is not a reward. It is the most painful kind of failure there is, because you worked so hard to get there. So before we talk about what to do, you need to understand something fundamental: the game isn't out there. The game is in here, inside your mind, your emotions, your spirit. And the moment you win the inner game, the outer world begins to rearrange itself in ways you could never have engineered on your own. Lesson 1: Your problems are proof you're alive. Stop running from your problems. Stop treating them like evidence that something is broken in you. Problems are not punishments. They are invitations. Every single challenge you face is the universe saying, "I believe you are strong enough to handle this, now prove it to yourself." The person who has no problems has no life worth speaking of. They have no mission, no responsibility, nothing they are building. So the next time your life feels heavy, take a breath and say, "This weight is making me stronger." Because it is. Lesson 2: You don't experience life. You experience the life you focus on. This is not about being blindly positive. This is about being deeply intelligent. In any given moment, what's going wrong is always available to your attention, and so is what's going right. The question is where you point the lens of your mind. Two people can stand in the same storm. One sees destruction. The other sees the rain that will feed the ground come spring. Train yourself, every single day, to find the things worth being grateful for, not because life is perfect, but because gratitude is the fastest, most powerful way to shift your state from fear to freedom. Lesson 3: Confidence is not given. It is built in the dark. You don't become confident by waiting until you feel ready. You become confident by doing the hard thing when you don't feel ready, and doing it again, and again, and again. Think about the greatest athletes, the greatest artists, the greatest leaders the world has ever seen. They were not born certain. They became certain through thousands of hours of practice that nobody ever witnessed. You get rewarded in public for what you train in private. So stop waiting for someone to hand you belief in yourself. Go earn it. In the quiet, in the struggle, in the moments when no one is watching, go earn it. Lesson 4: Find something you care about more than yourself. This is the secret no one talks about enough. As long as you are the center of your own universe, you will live in an exhausting, shrinking world of self-judgment and self-doubt. But the moment you find a mission, something bigger than your ego, bigger than your comfort zone, bigger than your fear, everything shifts. Your energy becomes limitless. Your focus becomes razor sharp. Whether it is your children, a cause you believe in, a business that serves people, or a craft you want to master and share, find your why that has nothing to do with yourself, and you will never have to manufacture motivation a single day again. Lesson 5: Your past is not your destiny. Hear this clearly: where you came from does not determine where you are going. Your biography is not your destiny. What happened to you, or the pain, the betrayal, the years lost, the doors slammed in your face, none of it has the power to write your future unless you keep living in it. The rearview mirror is not meant to be your steering wheel. Use it to see how far you've come. Then face forward. What you decide today, this moment, this breath, that is what controls the trajectory of your life. Lesson 6: Progress is the only path to happiness. Not perfection. Not arrival. Not the moment everything finally works out. Progress. The feeling of moving, even 1 inch forward, is what keeps the human soul alive. It doesn't matter how small the step is. It matters that you take it. Because a life in motion, a life that is growing, is a life that has something to give. And when you are growing and giving simultaneously, you will experience a richness that no amount of money, praise, or status can ever replicate. Call to action: your moment begins now. So here is what I want to leave you with. You were not put on this earth to sleepwalk through your years, to scroll through other people's highlight reels while your own potential gathers dust. You were built for something. Maybe you've forgotten what that is. Maybe life buried it under disappointment and routine. But it is still there, that hunger, that fire, that quiet voice that whispers there has to be more than this. Listen to that voice. Honor it. Act on it, not tomorrow, not when things calm down, not when you feel more ready. Now. Because the only moment you have ever had, the only moment you will ever have, is this one. Write down the things in your life that are creating friction. Set one goal that terrifies you just a little. Take one small step today toward the person you know, deep down, you are meant to be. That is all it takes to begin. One step. One decision. One moment of choosing growth over comfort, courage over fear, purpose over excuses. The life you were born to live is not waiting at the finish line. It is built, quietly, stubbornly, beautifully, one day at a time. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. That says everything about who you are: someone who is serious about growth, serious about their life, and serious about becoming the best version of themselves. Never stop seeking, never stop growing, and never forget that the world needs the full, unapologetic, unstoppable version of you. Until next time, stay hungry, stay focused, and stay unstoppable.